So it looks like Reno is going to be our main focus in the next coming chapters of Kaiju number 8. And we're going to see his journey on how he's able to master Weapon 6, aka Kaiju number 6. Since the whole situation, since Kaiju number 10, he has snitched and told the rest of the Defense Force team what Kaiju number 9 is plotting with his brand new Kaijus. Because the Kaiju era is about to begin, and we are ready to see that Reno is being face to face with Kaiju number 6, and Kaiju number 6 is a very powerful Kaiju and is a 100% beast. And with this coming chapter, we are able to see how Reno, he's going to be part of the Defense Force Section 4, because that's where Kaiju number 6 is locked up. So we start off with the chapter while the Defense Force, they're battling against Kaiju number 6 during a snowy day. And later on throughout this chapter, we figure out that this is a flashback, because towards the next couple of pages, Captain of the 4th Division of the Defense Force is actually describing the events of what went down during the capture of Kaiju number 6. And during the beginning of the chapter, Kaiju number 6 is roaming around the sea and is this giant Godzilla looking Kaiju surrounded by a whole bunch of other Kaijus, while everyone is getting ready to actually try to kill Kaiju number 6. And then so during that course of time, the captain of the 4th Division, he's actually drinking and remembering that time of the event of that went down when Kaiju number 6 actually first emerged. And he's saying all of this drama that's happening with Kaiju number 9 and having Reno use weapon number 6, and that these are a new breed of Kaiju that's going to be very, very dangerous. All of this drama is happening while he's just drinking, because at this current moment he's underneath the pressure. Not only that too, but realizing that Kaiju number 6 is an actual liable asset for them, because not only that it will boast the combat ability and that the level will be 9.6, which is the same level as Kaiju number 8 was when Kaiju number 8 emerged during the training arc of the Division 3 Defense Force, because he was around level number 9. And so with Kaiju number 6 using them as a weapon, you'll be at the same level as Kaiju number 8. But we all know that Kaiju number 8 probably got a lot bit more stronger since then in the beginning of Kaiju number 8. But back to the present time, where we see that the 4th Captain Division, he is just remembering the event where actually Kakuru'S mom has died. And we see a newspaper about the event of Kaiju number 9. And then so now he says, stating that now we're pushing this off into teenagers, because remember, Reno is 18. So technically he is a teenager, but technically he's an adult. So while that's going on, Reno, he heard the news that he's going to actually cope and be tested to do weapon number 6. So he's ready to go ahead and try to master weapon number 6. So before he even mastered weapon number 6, we see that the captain actually tells him that please be aware that people who use weapon number 6, half of them nearly dies before they even activate its actual abilities. So he was just like, just be careful, because weapon number 6 is very, very powerful. So no matter what you do, he was just like, please just be careful and know the consequences, because with the extreme physical toll that will take to your body and the increased formula, a lot of people actually died during the whole time they use Kaiju number 6. But the thing is that I have a question is that maybe it's the Kaiju that choose its user, because we see that Kaiju number 10, he's willing to be a weapon for the vice captain of Division 3. And we actually see the Kaiju that actually went into Kafka, he significantly choose Kafka. And both of their bodies are able to withstand the power of their Kaijus. So it's kind of just seems like, okay, so if this Kaiju number 6, if he sees that Reno is worthy, most likely Reno will survive, because that's what it just seems like. Because based on what we have gathered, the information so far, number 10 and number 8, they significantly choose their partners. So I think a lot of the people who had died while trying to use Kaiju number 6 powers, they probably died because not only that their body is physically up to the challenge, but I feel like Kaiju number 6 did not like who he was going to be partnered with. It probably might be a suggestion of what I think of why a lot of people had failed, but it's just one of my major thoughts. But after that, Reno goes ahead and has a meeting with the 4th Division captain, and he offered Reno to step down because he feels like Reno's going to lose his life. But Reno, he's thinking of Kafka and what the promise that he made, because he wants to live up to Kafka's dream, and also too, he wants to make Kafka be proud. So after that, he says, all right, let's go on with the procedure. So they go on with the procedure, and Reno is hooked up to these wires so that way he can meet up and try to use weapon number 6. So he goes into face to face with Kaiju number 6 face to face, and he just blacks out after the machine got turned on. So when the machine turned on, we get a panel of seeing that Kaiju number 6 is just staring down Reno, and Reno is just in shock and in fear, and then he just blacked out, and everyone is just calling Reno, Reno, Reno to make sure he's alive. And Reno wakes up, and he seems like he's just pretty much is just okay, and that this was a test drive. And then that the 4th Division captain, he told Reno like, hey, if we continue this, you're going to die, so please, I'm gonna ask you this again, please step down. And Reno says no, he wants to go ahead and pursue the process. And we see that the 4th Division captain, he's just thinking of how Kakuru'S mom, how the process went with her, because the same thing that happened to Kakuru'S mom is actually going to happen to Reno, and he's afraid that Reno is going to die because the test drive, he was lucky to be alive. And then now this time, the real deal, he's going to be like, oh, okay, Reno's going to actually die. So he was just like, man, we can't do this. So what ended up happening was that the 4th Division captain, he told Reno that you are cut off from wearing Kaiju number 6 battlefield. And then everyone's just in shock. And that's just pretty much how the chapter ends. So it seems like the 4th Division captain, he wants to make sure that Reno doesn't die because he feels like he's not fit to use the battle suit for weapon number 6, which is reasonable because remember, Reno is young. And also too, he's still haunted by the fact that Kikuru died while trying to use weapon number 6. So it does make sense for why, the 4th Division captain, he's being hard and he wants to stop the process because he doesn't want another comrade, especially someone who is actually young like Reno, to actually die right in front of his face, especially since a million and a lot and thousands of fighters division force actually did die. But other than that, let me know down in the comment section how you guys feel about this chapter. What you guys think what's going to happen, because we're going to see in the next 2 weeks if Reno is able to use weapon number 6. So things are about to go really, really up intense. But if you guys do like the video, please give it a like, subscribe, and remember, always be decent. This is the Monto Man, and hope you guys have a wonderful day and be safe out there.